And it's just like that. Hey, can you dig it? Woo!
We can dig
feel
it.
Yeah.
You can dig it.
Hey, I see it. Hey, get down with your bad self. Hey, get down with your bad self. I said, get it, girl. I said, what? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Unscripted Podcast, All Talk. I am one of your hosts, Sam Legacy, Moweta. That is my real last name, no jokes. I have some amazing women in this podcast today. Some hosts, some guests, some new hosts, some new guests, some returning guests, some returning hosts. It's getting crazy in here. So first, I would like to introduce the CEO, the boss herself, Miss Kaisha. Am I saying your name correctly? Because Lord knows if I say it live and they're like, that's not my name. My name is Simone. So it's a pleasure to have you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Nah, thank you for joining us. And to my immediate right, we have Miss Lynn Sculpting Pro. Please tell the world, your social medias. You know how we do. Start with you, boss.
It's Sculpting Pro.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically it.
Wow.
_1.
Mm-hmm. All
That's
right.
my social media.
Hi, I'm Jenna, returning.
Jenna.
My Instagram is at Jenna Bishaw, GENABSHAW, and then my business is at Holistic HP.
Okay. And we got somebody else.
We got
What's
a
up?
Hey.
My name is Brittany.
Brittany. Like Spears? Is it
Brittany like
Spears?
Spears? I say that every time.
Like Spears? Because,
I
that's like the most popular
She does
Brittany.
that especially when
But
she-
then you won't forget it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the goal. My Instagram is at Brittany Alexandra, 2 X's. That's it.
Dope. So we're just going to jump right into it. So Miss Kaisha, so we were talking off air about the hip hop brand, and I'm a big fan of like varsity jackets because we do them ourselves. And, I think the most important thing is just giving each client high quality. And so your products look very, very high quality, which I love. So we had to have you on here just discussing, your journey. How'd you get into it? What made you get into it? So the world is yours. Speak freely.
Okay. My name is Kaisha. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a Capricorn.
Hey, Brooklyn. Hey, all right. Go ahead.
My brother and myself, we started this company in 1998. It was his idea, and I was living in California as an engineer.
Okay.
That's what I am by trade. I have a degree in civil engineering. So
you could build something is what you're trying to tell me. Look, I see a bridge. I'm going to make it. That's what you're telling me.
Well, my emphasis was wastewater management. So I was moving water through the city, like giving you potable, drinkable water and taking the away in a healthy way. So that was But when I graduated from Howard University, my job was to essentially move telephone through the city. I was working for the telephone company. So I was designing jobs that built the infrastructure for the internet as we know it today. So that's what I was doing. And my brother said, we need to sell clothing and accessories online. E-commerce is the wave of the future. So hey, that sounds interesting. I'll do a little research. So I went back to Cali. I bought a Gateway 2000. I didn't even have a computer. So I bought
Do they still make them?
So I bought a computer. I started doing some research and I was like, yo, you're onto something. Like, this is it. Like, and we should sell the stuff that we like. We should sell our clothing. And, there's no place online that has everything in one spot, from magazines to mixtapes to Carcanine, Fubu, Sean John, Rockaware, Apple Bottoms, Pink, just everything that was hip hop related in our. And so that's how we started.
Nah, that's fire. So let me ask you a question. It's gonna sound corny as hell, right? and I apologize in advance. I just know. So as soon as you said like the whole water waste management, is it because you used to watch Captain Planet and you felt like you felt like I'm gonna save the earth. Like, is that what
Save
you?
the world,
Is
save
that
the
what you
world.
thought? Like, Captain Planet, he's a hero.
Nope.
I'm gonna save the world. Like is that what you? Is that what you was thinking about?
No, not even the least bit. No.
Oh man! So you was like, fuck pollution. I'm gonna just just get this money now, but.
Cameron, do you?
Well, my dad, he's an urban planner by trade, so he told me that I should listen to parents. They always want to tell you what to do. So he's like architecture or engineering. I went to Brooklyn Tech. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Brooklyn Tech, but it's a tech school where you have majors and stuff, and my major was architecture. I learned really quickly when I got to Howard that this was too tedious for me. I was putting me in a box. I don't like it. Let me switch to engineering, because engineering is very broad. Like,
Very.
even when you get into something, it's still like just training you how to think about a way of solving a problem. So I wastewater management because I felt like it was the easiest thing because the way like chemical engineering and mechanics and even transportation, one of my teachers told me, you didn't want anybody to drive on this road this highway that you designed, did you? So let me just go ahead and do this water thing.
Okay. So I'm gonna just piggyback off of some of the stuff that you're saying. So, if you guys don't know, Jenna was here a few weeks ago discussing, her journey and everything with her mom, and of course, to my right is Lynn, who, so basically everybody here is either we're all, in a sense, entrepreneurs, and are doing their own thing. So first, I just want to go with you, Brittany, and just kind of let the world know, like, what do you do, like, and then we'll go back to you, Kaisha.
Absolutely. So I am a stretch therapist. I'm a
Stretch?
stretch. Yes.
Stretch or stress?
Stretch.
Oh, like stretch. All
Like
right,
stretch,
so
like,
reach for it. All right.
Like recover.
Okay.
I'm a stretch therapist, personal trainer, life coach. I've been in the business 10 plus years.
Okay.
So it's been a nice long journey, but we're at it.
Dope.
We're just warming up though.
Dope. All right. I'm gonna pass it to you, Miss Jenna.
Hi. So I'm a holistic health coach. I'm an author and entrepreneur. I basically help people figure out their health and well-being and what is the best way to go about it. So we're figuring out, different buckets, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and energetic, and what we need to work on, which bucket is empty, which is full and overflowing. And I basically create health and wellness curriculum and education.
Okay. Miss Lynn.
Wow, that sounds amazing. It's kind of similar to what I do. Basically, I'm just starting up. This is all new to me, but it's going to be like, all related to fitness and, clothing and spiritual awareness and, meditation and mindfulness, and be able to incorporate, diet with that as well as fitness.
Okay. Cool. So Miss Kaisha, so now that, we've kind of like reintroduced ourselves in a sense and everything else like that, how, with your personal journey from how you started, you said, off air, you said you started with your brothers and everything else like that. If there was something that you could tell us who are, maybe starting out new or may already be established, that you've seen, okay, you know what, this was one of the many mistakes that I did, or some of the things that I would recommend, I think that'd be dope just to get your insight.
Okay, yeah. The thing that I feel is the most beneficial to growing your business, because you have to first think about, where do you want this business to go? What's your end goal? And from there, you can really build something substantial. And so most of us, we want to grow our business. So how do you scale a business up? Like, what's the main thing that allows you to take a mom and pop to a Fortune 500? And the one thing that I wish that I would have done earlier is to write down every single thing that I'm doing. As nor as a one woman or one man show, you do a ton of different things. And most important is being able to delegate tasks and being effective manager. And the easiest way to do that is to write down and create a process for everything that you're doing, and up and then hire from there. So you essentially have it written down, and you have a blueprint, so to speak, of how things get done in your organization, what makes your organization unique, you know, like a recipe. And this is your secret sauce. So, and you know, give each person that direction. And then you're take more things off of your plate and stay in the zone of creation and innovation. You know, that's the most important thing to growing a business and sustaining, is being able to innovate and pivot and just grow with the economy and society. And so you're only able to do that when you take the when you take certain tasks off your plate. And the only way you're going to do that is if you actually write them down, list them, and then say, okay, I'll need somebody to, you know, do whatever, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, your and systematic blueprint.
Yeah, now you're able to really, you know, continue to think creatively about your business and what your secret sauce is, and how to continue to, you know, pump that out to keep you standing, you know, out from the rest.
So I have my own question, because, you know, that's something that I'm struggling at right now. And I get this from my mother, not to throw shade at my mom. And I just think it's like, so to give my background, I'm Haitian and Nigerian. I'm American. It's not like I was like immigrated here. I'm American, but you know, my roots are Haitian and Nigerian, mainly Haitian, because I grew up with just my mom. But I have an ideology where once you show me you can't do something once, I just want to take the responsibility. And so now, how do you kind of wean yourself off from that? Because it is not a sense of being disrespectful to whoever you're delegating the task to, but when you have a certain vision of how you want your company to be, or how you want your product to be, or how you want, you know, you to portray yourself, how do you say, okay, you know what, let me, you know what, they done messed up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them try it again. I'm not going to do everything myself. Like, you know, my whole thing is, you know, I could just hear the Haitian in me like, you did not do it good. I'm going to do it myself, okay? Because you take too much time.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's like, you know, like you when you want somebody to clean your house, but then you get mad because you're like, I'm the only one that can clean my house this way.
Man, listen.
Great example.
And I think a lot of that has to do with culture.
Yeah, absolutely. Wind up cleaning before the cleaning person, or, you know, like you, or even when you have kids, it's like, you know, you don't force them to do certain things because you get frustrated when they don't do it exactly like you do. So one of the things is to really, like I said, write down exactly how you want it done, and retrain and train and have that man. My nephew works for us now, and what I made him do was create, like, I made him write out exactly what his task is. His task is shipping, receiving, and production. So, which is a lot. So I made him write down, because honestly, that's probably like 3 different jobs, but we work it out. We get people in when we need it to assist him with that. But I made him write out essentially each part of what he did, because I'm training him to be a manager and to manage a team. And when he knows what he needs to do inside and out, and I've written it down, then there's no questions. And what I did that, right? Because we've had employees, like throughout the years, we've had employees, we haven't had employees, you know, it's a long journey. And what I noticed was, you know, like I told him what to do. We wrote out the manual, and then maybe 6-8 months later, certain steps are being skipped. And I know because certain things are happening. You know, like you put these processes in place to prevent certain things from happening. Mm-hmm. So when they happen, it's like, well,
hey,
what?
I didn't implement this process.
Hey, I've given you a recipe and you have decided to put other ingredients. Who told you to do that? Rubbish. We do have a question from YouTube. Question: Hip Hop Closet, does fashion shows owners design or others how often open to the public? I don't know what.
I don't know if that's a question.
It says it. It says question.
No,
Hip Hop Closet, does fashion shows?
Do you design for fashion owners or like other public? Are you open to the public? Like, basically, what's your
you were able to transcribe that because that's not what I read. I read something completely different. That was nothing about. I saw something else. I tried to read it, and this is rubbish, rubbish. But no, go ahead.
You did a great job, though.
Like trying to talk to speak, and it just got all weird. But so we design our own clothes. We will work with other brands to design stuff. We do drop shipping here. We do print on demand, and we are open to the public by appointment only.
So would that be with fashion shows and other designers?
Okay,
that was the question, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the question got a little confusing, but yes, we do.
See, I was confused too.
We do fashion shows with other brands. We're having a fashion show tomorrow. We're showing Fashion Week. And so we're one of the brands showing in that.
Nice.
But we
so fun.
And fashion show in September, and we do it along with other brands.
Oh, very nice.
Dope. That's definitely
a great
dope.
experience.
Ladies, do you have any questions? Because I feel like I'm over here. You know, y'all my host today. Y'all. You know, it ain't just me.
I have 2 questions actually.
Sweet.
Okay, so my first question is just being obviously in charge and delegating and all those things with your staff. How do you manage stress, like yourself? Because like, again, everything that you explained, even about like, okay, you're told someone to do something and you might lose your patience a little bit and you're like, you know what, I'll do it myself. Like, how do you, I mean, that's stress.
Yeah.
How do you
cope with it?
Kind of cope with that, because it stresses every day, right? That's just how it goes. I just feel like anyone who's successful has to have some kind of strategies to manage stress. And I'm always curious because you have to do something. So
I'm gonna tell you my secret. I have a punching bag.
Oh.
And I just go over there and I said, you're not get the order right, and y'all disrespect my thing. No, I'm kidding. So
that's one way.
I'm kidding.
He's not kidding.
Got one way. He's definitely not joking.
I'm kidding. No, go ahead. That was one question. I'm gonna let her.
It's hard, but it's also easy when you just like think about it. It's really just mind control. It's really just
discipline.
Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah.
Jedi, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think mind control is very important, especially when you're being a manager and managing other people and getting them to manage themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. Really just understanding that whatever is happening around and whatever is happening in that moment is a perception of whatever you want it to be. So, you know, if it's really bad, you can look at it like, oh my God, the world is coming to an end, it's over. Or you can say, okay, let's fix this. And what did I learn from this so that tomorrow it doesn't happen again?
So do you have like a specific strategy that you use?
No, I just think, I just pause. I really just pause. And I think about what, and you know, like, and sometimes you have to like let those emotions roll. Like if you get mad, sometimes you have to sit in that for a minute, but just always understand like your reaction is in whatever emotion you're in is going to last. So, you know, like if you're really angry and you yell, know that those words, once they come out, once they hit, it's going to be there. So you have to remember, okay, let me relax and figure this out. But aside from that, like, because that just takes a lot of time and patience with yourself and with people that you're around.
Right.
Aside, I have an amazing support system, like my husband, my kids, my brother, my parents, my friends. Like, I really do lean on them. So like, if there's some BS going on, I'm definitely up the phone and like, you can't believe what
going off.
And you go off in the text, you know, like, this person is so and once you get it out,
you feel better.
You're ready to
What's your second question?
Second question. So my other question is, I feel like the fashion industry is I guess relatively saturated, right? So what would you say sets your brand apart from everybody else?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay. Yeah, it is saturated. There's a lot going on. The internet is a very wonky.
Yeah,
it's like crazy. It's the Wild Wild West. Never
100%.
Like, where it used to be. But I think what we do is we really design from our heart. You know, like, we really think about what our clients want, and we really create things that they're going to love and cherish. And we build a brand around each piece. Really means something. It means something to us, and we hope that it means something to our clients. But, you know, we just really design from that perspective.
I just have to say, sorry to cut you off, but these are all, like, anyone who's watching, take note, these are all great qualities of a leader instead of just a boss. She has the heart, and she wanted to portray something. She had a desire, and, you know, she also leans on her support team. She's not just like, I'm going to do everything myself. She just said that she has an amazing support team that she can lean on, and, you know, she set up the business and brand for success by creating recipes, by creating a blueprint to help others who are literally within her, you know, business and domain, and, you know, helping her with the brand. And so take note, because these are amazing leadership qualities, especially as an entrepreneur.
I want to add to that really quick, if that's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Within the first few moments of you, within the first few moments of you speaking, I think the number one takeaway that I heard was, you started this business in 98, you said?
95.
95?
95?
98.
98.
Yeah.
Okay, I was right. You started at 98. It's 2023.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time to have a brand, hold it, keep it, stay relevant, adapt to change. And this is coming from just, I see it from like my industry, fitness, right? And I mean, I just had two of my friends yesterday. Hey, what leggings are you wearing? I'm like, what? These are from Amazon. Really? Send the link. So nowadays, like you said, like the e-commerce and everything like that. If you want to be successful, you have to adapt. And I just feel like you executed that with a brand that's been around since 1998. Like,
technically a legacy
I'm an
business.
80s baby. I was 10. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, that's what, to me, that's what it's all about.
That's actually very empowering to think about. And you're like, wow, okay, it's been this long. You've accomplished so much. And I want to see that runway.
Yeah.
I want to see all that
But you know what's
stuff.
crazy? Here's the crazy part, because I'm just being a man. I'm like, wow, she's so pretty.
You do have a beautiful face.
She's so pretty. Oh my God.
On my business.
Yeah, she's like, look, I use moisturizer. Yes.
My nighttime routine, I can't really share.
Yes. Moisturizer. Yes. No, but that's definitely dope. It's exciting. I think, you know, like you said, you know, it's being a leader and, you know, not coming across as a boss. Because, you know, I think a lot of people, when they get into this entrepreneur mindset and everything else, I think they don't understand the longevity behind it.
Yeah.
And
100%.
it's a lot of errors. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's a lot of errors. Like, you know what
If
I mean?
you're not
Like,
failing, you're not learning anything.
it is unbelievable how, like, you know, for example, like I showed Jenna one of the jackets that I just did for one of our clients. Big shout out to Keisha for and my boy Jordan for getting their varsity jackets with us. But like I can tell you how many times I've embroidered the neck of the jacket inside the back and literally lost like $300 on one varsity jacket.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So it's like, you learn and and then when you social media, everybody thinks, oh, this guy has a business. Let me borrow some money. You're rich, come on. They don't know. Like, look, the taxes that New York State has implemented on my business.
Yeah.
The sales tax that they take quarterly.
Yeah.
Ha! They want the sales tax. They want the African American tax. They want the good hair tax.
Everything. Everything.
It's out of control. I don't understand it. But I think you guys definitely like kind of expounded on a lot of key things and everything else, which is really, really dope. My question for you now is, being, let me not assume. What is your ethnicity? Because I don't want to be like, hey, you're African American. She's like, no, I'm Dominican. There's a difference.
African American. My parents are from the Bronx.
The Bronx.
She's like, we came up on fried chicken and rice and beans. Don't play with me. Come on,
the 6 train.
So now here it is. You're a female, which I have daughters, so I tried to really raise them in a sense where to prepare them like, okay, unfortunately you're going to deal with so many weirdos, and it's not just on a male perspective, it's also females as well, because it's everybody just, if it's not a guy being creepy, it's a girl hating on how pretty you are or how you dress or how you seem to be successful and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So how was your journey?
Experience.
Yeah, thank you. You saw me with the stutter. Good assist. High five. Boom. Let's do it. How was your experience with that? How did you overcome those kind of trials and tribulations per se?
Yeah, it is. People are weird. They're very weird.
Yeah, it's a fact. It's unfortunate. It sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's very weird. But I don't know. I mean, I think I've been fortunate, really, honestly, to not encounter so many weird people, but I really do know how to just kind of like, okay, you're being weird. Let me just back up on that. And
pivot that energy.
I'm from Brooklyn. I've been in a lot of different scenarios from Brooklyn in the 80s and 90s. I kind of like remove myself, and I'm able to pick up on red flags like very quickly, very, very quickly.
Yeah, you can read energy.
Yeah, I pick up on energy really quickly, so it's like I'm not going to, proceed more into getting our energies tangled up. If I'm getting this red vibe, I'm gonna remove myself. So I haven't honestly had that many bad or inappropriate situations. I do notice that certain times they'll listen to my brother more than they'll listen to me. Like if I stuff. But it's okay, because I was raised in a like I had 2 older brothers, so I had to figure out how to have my voice be heard. And then even going to school, I was in a major that was mostly male. I went into a field where I'm mostly male, so I was able to figure out early and quickly how to get my voice heard. And like, even though I'm attractive, it's like, okay, but you're gonna listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth, and nothing is happening here.
I love that
She's
energy.
Sweet and sour.
I also love how you aren't. Listen, we were in a male dominant industry. We are in a male dominant industry. Personally, I never looked at it like, oh, I'm a woman, I can't do this. Oh, I'm a woman, I can't do that. They're not going to listen to me. It's just kind of like this energy that you have where you just don't even think about it because you're doing really great work, so it doesn't matter. And that seems exactly what you're saying, which I absolutely love. So kudos to you.
Speaking of your work, is there anything that we can see, get a little peek at, maybe?
Yes.
Hey,
So
I'm gonna
this-
just put this out there, man. Don't be out here trying to steal a swag. You understand? Stop trying to steal a swag. All right? All right.
In our latest fashion show we did with the Knicks.
Ooh. You know what that remind me of? Now I'm showing
I
my
already
age.
know what you're gonna.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you say it. Look.
love that. That's
No,
so
you know
cute.
what. Go ahead. Go
If
ahead.
you say Lil Kim,
No.
No.
Not Little Kim.
Cameron, what?
Cameron.
But that
I
kind
knew
of
it.
Yeah.
that's what it
Dipset,
reminded me of. But
Dipset,
Cameron did
Dipset.
wear that in Dipset.
You know what I'm saying?
my.
Computers computing.
I was like,
Yeah.
either that or I was like, it's one of the two.
So what
Size
was
medium.
that
What?
specific piece for?
We did a fashion show. We were in a women's empowerment summit, and the Knicks sponsored a fashion show. So we were one of the brands that showed in the fashion
Ooh.
show.
Oh,
So
I
New York
love
Knicks,
that.
New York-
women's empowerment.
New York Knickerbockers. Are you a Knick fan?
Knickerbocker.
No, that's the
Yeah.
that's
No,
the.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. You know, listen.
Listen, they're in the playoffs.
Listen.
Hey.
I
Give
don't
him a
care. I
chance.
don't
Give
care
him a
about none of
chance.
that.
They're in the playoffs.
I don't care
Give him a
about none of
chance.
that.
Listen, if you're from New York, you're repping,
You gotta give him a
orange and blue.
chance.
Those
Orange
days
and
are over.
blue.
Those days are over. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna
Shit.
tell you a quick story. When I was younger, my favorite player, my cousin is Jamaican, and his favorite player was Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh wow.
Mine was Patrick Ewing. Ironic because I'm Nigerian, and
Right.
so you figure I would
Yes.
vote whatever. So of course they play in the finals, Game 7. The Knicks lose with confidence. They lose with confidence. I cried to my mother
Oh my god.
violently because I knew what was coming the next day. I knew what was coming the next day. The Knicks have broke my heart way too many times.
Too many times.
So now I'm a player. So okay, LeBron.
Oh,
If
you
it-
Yeah,
like,
if
like
it's not-
single player.
Yeah,
you got a
know,
single
I done,
player.
I done got my heart broke by the Knicks too many times.
You're not a team player.
I
That's so rude.
refuse.
Nah,
I
nah,
refuse.
it's the Knicks.
Only, but you know what it is? If it's Giants, Yankees,
Yeah.
Okay.
Rangers,
Okay.
Okay.
I got to
3
see.
for 3 with me.
Listen.
Let's
I got to see
go.
them win.
Yeah.
I did not get to see the Knicks win.
We're
All they
upset.
do was lose. Ha! I don't want to be affiliated with loser. I want to be affiliated to a winner. Okay.
A win is them in the playoffs.
Hey,
Listen.
you know, I'm rooting for LeBron. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey. I don't
You
blame
know. All right, sorry. I just got excited. I thought I would share that story. So, oh man, this is amazing. So you have the fashion stuff. How? I mean, you don't have to go into this question, but I would like to personally know. You know, give one strategy away. Just one. Like you don't have to give away the whole recipe, but you could be like, hey, I put sprinkles on top of the cupcake, and that's to make it taste a little bit better. You ain't gotta give us the whole recipe, but you could be like, you know what, this is one of my marketing strategies. Just one.
Please.
One tip.
We're saying please.
Please, I
Please.
like her. You see, she has come to the show and she has said, please. Look, she has shown you the good teeth. She has good dental hygiene. She does not, she flosses and brushes and everything else. So
I brushed twice today.
You see that? So she has given, and the CEO has good teeth. I think I'm the only one that does have. Oh my God, I have to cover my mouth. I
You gotta
don't
wash
feel
that
like
hot breath.
Everybody,
Oh.
no, that's not the breath. Your
Oh.
teeth.
Your
Everybody,
teeth are fine.
No, the teeth is not nice. I need braces. I need them.
No,
Look,
your
look.
teeth are fine. Too-
No, go ahead.
I
I'm a big
can't,
kid. I won't grow up.
TMI.
I won't. I refuse. But go ahead.
I mean, when it comes to strategies and business, it's hard to pick one because I really compartmentalize things. So it depends. Like, what do you want to do? And I'll give you a strategy for that specific thing. Can we play that game?
Okay, I'm
Maybe-
gonna let the
Maybe
ladies
for
go.
those who are okay, because everyone's like a solopreneur now. Maybe some strategies as to when you are first starting out in business.
Okay. Yes.
Well,
Okay. So I mean, the number one that I'm gonna just keep going back to really is creating that process, like creating breaking up your day. You know, as a solopreneur, we're doing bookkeeping, we're doing ordering supplies, we're cleaning, we're customer service, you know, we're all of these things, right? So really and truly, the number one thing that you can do that will save and grow your business is to compartmentalize stuff and be able to write it out so that you can delegate it. So, you know, like whether it's bookkeeping or whether it's, you know, making a batch of cookies if you're doing cookies, or, you know, like I'm not too familiar with the fitness industry, so I don't know all the different things, but even if it's marketing, it's, you know, like really teach somebody how to, you know, run your social media, you know, and do that is you sit down with yourself as you're doing the task and you write down exactly what you're doing. It makes you more efficient in that task too, because now you can figure out what's working and what's not working, what you should add and what you should take away, and really be able to give those things to these people so that you could stay innovating. Because I'm telling you, the number one thing is to innovate in your business, is to bring something new to the table. And only you are going to know how to do that, because that's why you started the company. You know, that's why you started it. So only you are going to be able to do those things. Eventually you'll be able to hire people, but by the time you hire those people to continuously innovating and growing the business, you'll really be able to tell them exactly how you want this business to grow so that they can innovate, you know, with your voice in mind, you know, or, you know.
So love that.
Can I just say something? I'm so sorry. So everything you just said is so spot on, but it's so simple, right? And it's like, it's not even like you said some crazy thing. It's so the most simplest thing. So it's funny that you said this, because I couldn't agree more, but I got similar advice when I had first started out in the fitness industry. I was just a trainer. Like, I mean, this is
on the scene.
Thought I was all that in a bag of chips, all that, right?
You still do.
Say it again.
Okay, still do.
So I got really great advice, and the advice was very similar to what you just said. If you don't write it down, it's just marbles rolling through your mind. It's just there. And until it's on paper, do things become executed. And everything you just said, it was like, wow, she's really organized and compartmentalized. And it's not like anything crazy, but like when you're first starting out, you're so there that you have to like reverse, put yourself in park, and really take things step by step. And exactly what you said, take a minute to kind of write down. You know, it's funny when you brought up the social media thing, teach someone how to do your social media and your marketing. For example, like in the fitness industry, I used to think like, I mean, there's people now that they'll do anything, like there's every kind of job, content creator, this, but only you know your vision. So I could hire somebody and say, BAB fit, show me how it looks, blah, blah. But that's not me. So until they sit down and they get a taste and they understand where I'm coming from, what I'm talking about, it doesn't make any sense. And everything you said is spot on especially when you're first starting out. I've seen so many people have I'm talking like a million ideas, and they're spewing them out to me. And I'm just like, I mean, I have a whiteboard in my house just for fun that I just every day I'm writing this, doing this. Everybody likes to talk the talk, but are you really walking the walk when the cameras are off?
That's funny.
Someone that has had a brand since 1998.
1995, 1995.
98.
Yeah.
98.
98?
Yeah.
Oh, why do I keep thinking it's 95?
You wrong. Twice.
I love it.
But one thing I wanted to say about like the way the mind works is just like the law of voids. Like the minute you release something and put it somewhere, something else will come in.
Yeah.
So now clearing your mind so that you're able to, like, when a problem comes, you can think straight because you're not frazzled and continuously thinking about all of this other stuff. You've already released it from your mind, you know, like it's on paper somewhere. And I mean, whether it's that's on you.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been noticing that every time I write something down, it helps me organize it better, and then it's in my head, so I won't forget it.
You know what's
Exactly.
crazy? So there's like several books that I read. I always, if you guys watch the podcast, I always talk about Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, favorite book?
Yes.
Yeah, it definitely is. And then you have Master P, Percy Miller, Guaranteed Success, and they talk about it. And like I even tell my daughters, I was like, even the rap music that I listen to it's a lot of Nipsey.
100%.
A lot of
Hustle
Nipsey.
is everything.
You know, and then Nipsey, the first thing, like, and it's funny what you said about writing down. Nipsey said in the rap, he said, I wrote it down and followed through. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing up my W's. Everybody knows how much I love LA. It's such a vibe. We got a question. So actually 2 questions. So the first question is, how does she know what the public wants? What inspires her? That's the first one. With my professional voice.
Okay. Also, just one thing off of still on when the Nipsey hustle line, write it down. Follow through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aligned action.
Absolutely. Follow through. Write it down.
Okay. What I don't know. You know, it's very interesting. But I swear, like I have this like vision. Like I can really always see the trends as they're coming, which is gift and a curse, because a lot of the time the public is not ready for the vision yet. And things sell in a bell curve, and like the top are at the beginning, then most of the general consumers are at the top. That's where you get most of your consumers, and then there's the laggers at the bottom. And we've always kind of stayed in the front, which for business is not very good, because like these people are the people that are going to buy, and they're not going to tell anybody where they got it from, because they want to be the hottest on the block. They want to be the freshest. They're also seeing that, okay, this is hot, everybody's going to wear it, but they're going to have it here all the time. Like, we'll introduce something and it won't get really, really popular until next year, but then by then we're like kind of like, oh, well, we're done with that. So that's something that I've really had to adjust to, and understand that it's not always about creating something new. Like sometimes you have stuff marinate, and when people are ready for it, they'll pick it up. So we have a longer like shelf life for stuff, and we have our clients that as soon as we put it out, they're like, oh yes, I'm getting it. And then we have that sells like a year or 2 later.
No, that's dope.
You're not reinventing the wheel.
I'm not. Yeah.
We have another question. How does this is my professional voice.
I die every time.
How does she compete with I can't read. How does she compete with retail juggernauts like Bloomingdale's, Nordstrom, etc.?
Sell stuff that.
What'd you say? Could you repeat that one more time? I'm sorry.
We just sell stuff that's not in Bloomingdale's.
Yeah, like I don't even go to Bloomingdale's, so.
I mean, Bloomingdale's got some nice stuff.
Thank
you. Made it seem like made it seem like Bloomingdale's is a dollar store.
Yeah,
I don't go to Bloomingdale's.
Bloomingdale's, that's for peasants.
You know what I mean? Come on. Get out of here with that Bloomingdale's.
Bloomingdale's.
No, but
Nordstrom.
That's not her vibe. Like, I feel like Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom's, they have a vibe. That's not her vibe.
But can I also just say, nobody's going into stores like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's so true.
It's not like that. That's not how the fashion. That's not how the industry is now. I mean, I literally went to a mall like 2 days ago, and I was like, "Oh, is this a desert?" I see like
Wait, which mall you went to?
Don't worry about it.
Don't even say Roosevelt. No, there's no way, because every time I go there, it's packed.
Really?
It's Roosevelt.
No.
Roosevelt.
I went to actually
Whatever.
wait,
It's
and I
not
went to
Rose.
Wall Women Mall.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt. It's Roosevelt after Theodore Roosevelt.
As opposed to what? How we supposed to
I
say?
always say Roosevelt.
No.
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt Field Mall.
Roosevelt.
I'm going to Roosevelt Field Mall, guys.
Sorry, we over here having our own.
We're in space. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So there
or malls are gathering spots, so
exactly.
just because they're not necessarily purchasing anything, but it's a gathering spot,
Would you say that your prices are fair online, like with your competitors?
Yeah, like we have a wide range of prices. So, like the most expensive stuff is the handmade stuff that's made in Brooklyn, custom made stuff. And, the price is what it is because we're paying people livable wages for Brooklyn, for New York. So, and we're getting the finest quality goods imported in. So, it's like you're going to pay for that.
Yeah,
but
quality.
Then stuff that's it's not going to be exactly the same, but if this is your budget, then we can work with you over here with this.
Okay.
I like that. We gonna work with you. She can't work with you. I can't work with you if you get a bundle. If you order 20 or more, I can work with you. If you want 2 or 3, the price cannot change. Okay?
Yeah.
The price is the price. If you order over 25, we can work with you. But if you order 1 or 2 things,
oh my
you're wasting time. You're wasting time. So.
Oh my God. Crazy.
Oh my goodness. So we have 15 more minutes left. Actually, we actually have 11 minutes left. So I want you to please tell the world your website, how they can, purchase clothes, or I don't know if you want them reaching out to you,
Where can they find you?
Yeah, if they're going to Brooklyn, they're gonna go get some swag, get some of that hip hop closet, baby. Yeah.
Came from Europe today. People always come from like all over the world, and like just
that's fire.
Cool.
But so we're by appointment only because we're located in the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and it's still federal land, so they still have the rules of you can't come on the property without like a pass and all of this stuff. So we're actually not like a typical retail store or in the street. We're a showroom. It's a showroom inside.
That's different. I like that.
That's fire.
Love that.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick because somebody asked a question on Instagram. They said, "How are you dealing with inflation and how are you staying afloat?" Great question. Yeah, you are the man, sir.
OMG.
That's a fair question.
Have to raise your prices.
Yep.
That's the only.
Yeah.
Hold on, ladies. Hold on, ladies. Say it with me. Yesterday's price
is not today's price.
That's right. The price has increased. Give me the money.
It's going up.
Give me all of the money. Don't be stingy. Pay me today and tomorrow.
Supply and demand.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh man. So.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So.
Give them the money. That's it. Stop playing around.
It's not just me.
No, everybody.
Everybody that's on the podcast, entrepreneurs, bring me the dollar signs. Okay,
Only the Benjamins.
I want everything.
Okay,
I
everything.
take euros.
Okay.
I take dollars. I take naira. Whatever that can give me currency, I want it. So all right, go ahead, continue. Tell them.
I'm crying.
Only, that's really the only way. Because I mean, what's the alternative to like make a coat without one arm or something? I don't know.
Facts.
Wait, but that's like a thing. There are people who are missing an arm. That would be a great style to make.
Hell no.
Oh yes, absolutely. You have to cater to the entire community.
Why would you want that?
Why not?
Think about it. Hold on.
Hold on.
Think about that.
What if I have a friend who has a limb and they want a cool jacket just like the one I'm wearing?
Right.
How's she gonna wear it with a flabby little arm? Like,
but that's the whole
she would
thing.
get it
She would
custom
want.
made.
Right, that's
but
what
hold
I'm
on,
saying.
But I personally,
you could cater to that.
If this was me, if this was I, and I'm speaking for myself, if I had to get a jacket and everything else, God forbid, I was missing a limb, I wouldn't want it to draw attention.
I understand
But
that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hold on, Daddy, why his jacket look different?
Oh my God.
No,
and he did the
stop.
accent.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my god.
listen.
done.
This is my character. This is my personality.
We love it.
Take it or leave it.
This is how it is, and oh my god. Mr. Brian, I am not my boy, Mr. Brian. Big shout out to Mr. Brian for tuning in on Instagram. He said, "What will a person with one arm do with two sleeves?" Good God.
See? Thank you. I rest my case. Order in the court.
Listen. I'm not even going to get any further into
I'm
this.
saying it would be cool to cater to all types of, people in the world.
All right. That can be your
It might be
start.
my
Journey.
specialty.
No.
I'm going to
That'll
make
be
it
her
my
journey.
specialty.
That'll be her journey.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, I'm going to make it my specialty.
Yes.
Wait, we can't hear her.
Your sound disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Come back to us.
Baby, come back.
Jack, come back. I'll never let go.
No.
Oh, we cannot hear you.
Oh no! Jack, come back.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back. Oh, sorry.
Very, very good. Very.
Definitely.
She can
said-
sing.
Only a fool.
I can sing.
She went to
Yes.
Definitely not.
A fool.
Definitely
All right,
can't
let's
sing.
see if we got you back. I mean, your video is perfect. We just can't hear you. And I did not press any
Same.
buttons. I
No.
promise.
No.
We cannot hear you.
Did you press something on your side?
No.
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 Maybe-
The devil is a liar. You see, we were promoting business and talking good stuff, and then now the audio has disappeared. Ha, I don't want it. I don't like it. Hey, whatever you do.
Hey.
There
There
we
she
go.
be.
I don't know what that was about, but yes, I'm back.
Okay.
Yes.
You can't mute me. The universe can't.
No.
Mhm.
Okay, what was I saying now?
Can you leave us with some words of wisdom for the people?
Please.
Ooh.
Oh, again.
Words of wisdom.
there we
Always
go.
believe in yourself.
Yes.
Believe in yourself. Follow
Facts.
your
Believe in what you
Follow your
create.
dreams, but
Believe in
yeah.
your
Oh.
vision.
and see it and believe it. You're not gonna be able to realize it until you believe it wholeheartedly. Like this is it.
All right.
I love that.
Thank
Love
you. We
that.
appreciate that.
That was fire. All right. So
How you can see, so it's hiphopcloset.com. All of our information is on the bottom of the site. You can give us a call, you can send us an email, or make an appointment to come by, because we like to give our clients special attention. You could take your time to look around. There's a lot to see in the showroom, so we want you to have an appointment for that. And we're also on IG, Hip Hop Closet, on IG and Facebook and YouTube.
fire.
Oh, I look forward to following
Fire,
you. Thank
fire,
you.
Fire. Maybe we can collab with you on a jacket. That's like
Oh,
I think
Yeah, that would be dope.
Good
That'd
idea.
be really cool.
I think that'd be fire. You know, just
Yeah, I
you
would
know.
love to do that.
Yeah, because I like I said, I like your stuff. It looks clean and very like high quality.
And you've already made some Brooklyn ones, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can collaborate on that.
Yeah, you know, I just let the creation of God come to my spirits. We thank God, though. We thank God, you know, because the Creator has given us some talent, and you know, we proceed
Make
to do
it
what we have to.
useful.
Yes, very good. That was the
Thank you,
word
thank you.
I was trying to find. I could not
Yes.
find it. So, my dear guest, host, you know, can you guys tell the world, you know, your stuff? I'll start with you, Miss Brittany. I'm sorry,
No,
Lynn.
it's
I
okay.
apologize.
It's okay.
what's up? What are we talking about?
No, we
Give
we
your
ended the
handle.
show. You got to give them what
Oh,
you gonna
my
give them.
handle.
Where can
What's
the
your
peeps
handle,
find ya?
girl?
You can find
Hold
me.
on. I'm sorry to cut you off. So my boy, Mr. Bryant, big shout out to Mr. Bryant in Florida. He said, "Do you make fat guy clothes?"
Oh,
Plus size.
plus size. Yes.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Fat guy clothes. All
Yeah.
right. All right.
X.
Up to what?
8X. 8.
Wow. I didn't
Hey.
even know 8X was a thing.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Now that's for my boy
Well,
Chuck.
that's where we come in handy, you
Yeah.
know?
He's like
Let us
6'5".
know.
He's like 6'5".
like-
No, my boy's like 6'5", a strong 350.
Wow.
Yeah, he eat good.
He's a big
Wow.
He eat good.
That's good.
He'll tell you.
Good.
You know, that's that Florida
Wow.
weight.
Well, I mean, now they know they can cater to any size, really, at this point.
You know.
You know?
Yes.
What's your smallest size? A 0?
A small, but generally we start with like mediums and large.
Oh, okay. That's
Got
about
it.
typical.
Got it.
All right.
All right, Miss Brittany, I do apologize. Please.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Please tell the world.
So my IG handle is Brittany Alexandra, ALEXXANDRA. If you're looking for me in person, I'm over at Purebred Training over in Uniondale. It's a little gym.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're looking for recovery, just DM message, let me know.
Fire. Miss Jenna.
Hello. Okay, so you can find me at Jenna B. Shaw, which is GENABSHAW, and then my business at Holistic HP. And you can find everything, including my book, on my website, holistichumanperformance.co.
That's fire.
Awesome. Sculptingpro.com, and that's also my Instagram handle.
You know me. Ha. Sam Legacy Moeta. So, you know.
Gotta add.
Yeah, I mean, I listen, Miss Kaisha, it was such an honor, such a pleasure.
Definitely.
Thank you.
You were
Yeah.
definitely like so insightful. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans. It was
I love
awesome. You know, why not? You know, because a lot of people be stiff. You know, so you know, we thank you definitely for that.
Thank you.
My hosts, plural, you guys are awesome. I'm super proud of the three of you. You know, doing your thing. Girl got a book. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Step your game up, Sam.
Book number 2 coming out soon.
You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all doing what y'all supposed to do, which is fire. Big shout out. My man, Mr. B, said, ladies, keep up all the good work. Shout out to Mr. Bryant. Appreciate you, my brother, for tuning in. Shout out to the COO, Miss Maria, tuning in on YouTube. Shout out to all the people tuning on Facebook, Twitch, and of course IG and Twitter, which is crazy. I didn't know you could go live on Twitter. We went live on Twitter, so we've been getting that.
Oh, cool.
So we just, you know, we expanding, you know. But I definitely want to tell you that you are loved. You are appreciated. I need to reiterate that because, you know, a lot of people been
You are worthy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't hear that enough.
Yep.
So, you know, I need to really, really emphasize that you are loved, you are valued. You can do whatever you set your mind to. As long as you believe it, you can achieve it. This is the Unscripted Podcast, All Talk, and we are out of here.
Peace.
Bye.